Chapter 1, Part 2, After. Munchkin shrank back, but sat himself on the end of the bed quietly. "Where have you come from?" asked the doctor as he examined Zoe. "Norwich," said Zoe. "Norwich?" He looked amazed. "You're either very lucky or very clever. Probably both. We've had no one come in from Norwich since the last rescue ship." Zoe's heart immediately started at this. "They must have been on that ship." "Who?" "My parents. I'm looking for my parents. They came off Norwich on the last ship." "I think you must be confused, Zoe. That was nearly a year ago." "No, you don't understand. They were on that boat. They must have been. Black. Rob and Kathy Black. Have you heard of them?" All three said nothing. The doctor shook his head. "I'm sorry." "But you must have," said Zoe. "My mum was ill. She would have been in here. You must have treated her." "Don't upset yourself, dear," said Rosie. "No, listen." "Zoe," said the doctor, "try to understand. When that last boat came in, things were really bad. We're better organised now. We try and keep a record of everyone passing through. There's lots of people looking for people, you know, but it was a bad time, a lot of disease, and there was just too much chaos to cope with." "So they could have been on the boat then?" said Zoe, her hopes rising again. "Just because you don't remember them doesn't mean they weren't here." "Yes, but Zoe, you should know that ship had a terrible journey. Lots of them didn't make it. There was a lot of disease. They had to stop at some little island. What I'm saying is, don't hope too much." Zoe ignored him. "But the people who did make it, where are they? Are they here?" "No, we're too full here, I'm afraid. I don't know where they went." Zoe had to ask him something. "Isn't there somewhere called Golgonooza around here? Have you heard of a place called that?" The doctor gave her the same blank look that Rosie and Mary had. Zoe's heart sank. She'd wanted to believe everything William had told her. "Everyone who came in off that boat, that last boat, went up to New Home. More houses there, you see," said Rosie, trying to be helpful. "My Billy took them up in his car. He did 10 trips there and back." "That's enough for now, Zoe. You need to rest." "No, I want to go to New Home. I've got to." "Not now, Zoe. Listen to the doctor, dear. We'll talk about it tomorrow." They left, ushering Munchkin out with them. Zoe stared at the window, too weak to protest any more. She sank back into the soft, soft pillow and went to sleep, dreaming of the sea. A little while later, Zoe was disturbed by a scratching at her window. It sounded like a rat scrabbling around outside. Then a small hand appeared and pushed the window wide open. It was followed by an arm, and the arm was followed by the rest of Munchkin. "Munchkin!" laughed Zoe. "They wouldn't let me in," he smiled. "I'm glad you didn't take any notice." He smiled some more. "So, are we going then?" he asked. "What? Where?" "To this New Home place, to find your parents." Zoe looked at Munchkin. "I don't know," she said at last. "What?" "The doctor's right. They're probably—" She couldn't say it, but Munchkin understood. "But you don't know that," he said. "No, but it's like Sarah and Molly said, isn't it?" said Zoe bitterly. "Don't take any notice of them." "Well, why else didn't they come and get me?" Zoe yelled at Munchkin. "Shh, they'll throw me out." "It just doesn't make any sense any other way," Zoe said angrily, but she kept her voice down. "They said we were found by fishermen. Fishing means boats, right?" "Yeah, but—" "So if they've got boats here, why didn't they use one to come and find me?" "Zoe, they've only got 2 little boats here. I've been asking around. They need them for fishing all the time, or there wouldn't be enough to feed everyone. They don't let anyone use them for anything else." "They'd have found a way if they'd have been here," she said. Munchkin didn't say anything for a long time. Finally, when he was sure Zoe was ready to hear what he was saying, he spoke. "Zoe, how can you ever be happy until you know for sure? One way or the other. You must find out. You've come all this way. You can't give up now." Zoe was silent. Munchkin could see a tear rolling down her face. Then she looked up. "But I don't even know where New Home is." "I do," Munchkin said, grinning. "I've been asking around. It's further up the coast." Zoe sighed. "What would I do without you?" she said, her face brightening. Munchkin shrugged. "Let's get going," he said. "They won't let you out for days." "How do you know?" asked Zoe. I've been asking around, Zoe laughed. Listen, Munchkin, you don't have to come, she said. I've got nowhere else to go, said Munchkin. But anyway, I want to.